Passengers, those who are traveling to UAE from India and those who are traveling from UAE to India have a good news. The RT-PCR, that is the PCR report taken at the airport, Indian airport, rapid PCR has been lifted up from yesterday onwards. And this has been informed by the airlines Etihad, Emirates, Air Arabia, Fly Dubai, SpiceJet, Air India Express and Indigo. So these are the major airlines flying to UAE, and they have informed directly to all the travel agents that this restrictions has been lifted up. So accordingly, passengers are required to have only for the PCR which is taken within 48 hours of the flight. This means the sample should be taken within 48 hours of the flight, not that the report should be 48 hours. So make sure that you have a PCR report, negative report, which is taken within 48 hours of the flight time. So when you go to airport, if you and see that the QR code is in the PCR report. If the QR code is not legible or not clear, and if the airline is not getting the proper information, they will not allow you to board the flight. Few incidents were reported like that because at the airport they couldn't retrieve the details from the QR code and the passengers were denied boarding. So make sure that you could see all the details what is required from the QR codes. And secondly, when you reach UAE, they will give you a PCR test at the airport on arrival, and this test is completely free. So after the test, you are supposed to do the home quarantine or self-quarantine until you get a negative report. Suppose if you are getting a positive report while arriving at UAE, you will have to follow the instructions what is given by each Emirate authorities. So, and then while going from UAE to India, 72 hours PCR requirement is needed, and this is only for the passengers those who have taken 2 vaccinations from India. They are exempted from the 72 hours PCR from Dubai. Emirates has informed that those who are traveling from Dubai doesn't need that 72 hours PCR if they have 2 vaccinations taken from India. But this vaccination report should be uploaded with the air weather form correctly filled, and if it is not done, you will be denied boarding. And then others 72 hours report, that is a PCR should be taken within 72 hours of the flight time. The sample should be taken 72 hours within the flight time, and 2 copies of the negative report along with the air weather form, that is 2 forms. This is a mandatory requirement while you check in at the airport. So make sure that you have all these reports when you go to airport, otherwise you will have to come back, there will be denied boarding. So I assume that everything is clear for you, and if you require any more details, you can check to the airline's website, whichever airline ticket you are holding, that particular airline's website you check, so that you will be getting the correct information what is required for that airline, because different time, different days the rules are changing. So make sure that you check to the website of the airline and get the correct information. Further, if you need any more details, contact Moosa Travels. We have 3 offices in Abu Dhabi. One is in Abu Dhabi Hamdan Street, that is a head office. Then Al Wada Mall, that's a corporate office. Then we have an office in Dubai. So, and then 24-hour number also there. So in case of any requirement, contact us for your further assistance. Thank you.